It's turning out to be a pretty good day so far. We'll start with the qualifiers. Qualifiers I wasn't there for. Obviously, you guys know by now we scratched My Jazz. I made it very clear. I trained her Tuesday. I said to Jason, I trained her at the Meadows. I thought she looked pretty good. Qualifiable. You know, the problem is, and this is such a pesky problem, and quite frankly, I think the first time I've ever come across, I think it is the first time I've ever come across such a pesky foot separation, because I guess it's not 1 foot separation, it's 3. And it's a good ½ an inch inside the wall of the filly's foot. The Betts brothers, Tim and Scott, did a rather incredible job fixing her foot up, finding, it's hard to explain. Thinking you have 1 problem, finding you have 3 is fine, but being able to treat all 3 is something quite a bit different when it comes to a horse. Everything's subjective, right? How much does it bother her? How much is it going to continue to bother her? And when will it stop bothering her? And I can't answer any of them. Unfortunately, the only being on earth that can is My Jazz. So I trained her Tuesday. I thought she was good. Vet looked at her yesterday, thought she was okay. We went to warm her up. I said to Jason, listen, I can't be here, so I'm going to make it as easy as I can. You are under absolutely no pressure to qualify this filly. If she doesn't warm up perfectly, if she doesn't warm up, you say she absolutely can qualify, then don't qualify her. It's kind of like you get a crack in your hand or something like that. You want to work with it, but it's not mind over matter. It just is not. And when it comes to this filly, the easiest way to put it is she'll be able to race when she's able to race. I would love, that sounds unprofessional, I would love to be able to give you a timeline on when My Jazz can race. I can't. She's not crippled, she's not lame, but she's not sound enough to race, and it hurts. It hurts her. So we're just going to have to stay the course, do the best we can, and push forward. It's exactly what we're going to do. So as of right now, exactly what I just told you is the case. She's sound enough to jog. She looks comfortable. I don't know when that will grow out enough, heal up enough, so that she can train and qualify. I don't. So that is My Jazz. Not a big deal. I think we're used to it now. It's obviously been a devastating year for us with this filly, but she was a great filly last year, and if anybody deserves a break, we have to. It's her. So we're going to continue to assess the situation and figure out the best way forward for My Jazz. That is as up to date in real time as it gets right now. Then we went with 2 2-year-olds. I wasn't there. I trained Slim Jimmy in 2-1 on Saturday, back Thursday, so he's going to be tight. He was awesome. I can only tell you what Jason told me that Luke told him, so 3rd, 4th person. Luke said the horse was incredible. 58-4, last quarter 28-2. He said, I never spoke to him. He just did it all on his own. That's impressive. That's pretty impressive. So Slim Jimmy was extremely good in a big qualifier, and of course, as soon as he qualified well, we had a litany of people saying, well, why can't he be the horse in the next generation? You guys are gonna kill me. I just let it play out. All right, let it play out. So Voyage of Ice and Fire was always going to be the horse. I don't think his race is as flashy as Slim Jimmy's qualifier. I am going to train Voyage of Ice and Fire very, very hard on Saturday morning, and we'll see how he is. But I suspect you're going to see an impressive mile from the big colt. And then Duke Dio qualified. You know, the black sheep of the family all winner. You know, feather in our cap. This was a horse that was stopped in that 3 weeks off, 3 weeks in the pool because his knees are hurting him program that we put together in the wintertime, and we had a number of horses that have done very well that went through the same thing. So obviously that's something we'll be implementing full-time into our training regimen for the babies for the fall and winter seasons. It's worked out well with no no lingering issues to those horses. You know, you look at a horse like or a horse like Duke Dio. He struggled all winter with soreness, being on a line, being uncomfortable. It wasn't his size, it was his knees. And we gave him 3 weeks in the stall, 3 weeks in the pool, brought him back, got him ready, and then brought him over here. And Justin said he was fantastic. Picked off the wire. 2-2 was a lot for him today. We're going to try and come back at 2-1 and 2-2. 2-1 or 2-2 next week. There's really no rush for Duke Dio. He's not going to the Meadowlands. It's just a matter of what we're going to do with him. So we'll see. Lots of racing. He's a racehorse now, so we'll likely race him, I suspect. So that's where we're at with Duke Dio. We have a litany of paths we could go down with Duke Dio. We could turn him out for a little bit. We could race him. There's lots of places to race him. So lots of things we can do with Duke, but for right now, we're going to aim to re-qualify him next week. So that is the morning over with. I didn't get to see any of it, neither did you. But we all got to see what took place in the afternoon. Now, first up was Harvard Yard. I said to Tim, thought she was off a little bit left hind. I felt like it was her stifle cord. She's a big girl. I didn't realize she was that big. She is huge. And she's going to take some work. You know, I don't think she's a sire stake filly. I think she's just a run-of-the-mill, nice filly. But it's going to take a lot of work to round her into shape. Not a big deal. We'll get her there. They'll get her there, I'm sure. But I do think that stifle needs to be addressed. Why would my GPS just jump off like that? This car, I'm going to tell you one thing. It's a very frustrating thing. Duplicate destination. Well, then why'd you jump off the first time? Stupid car. So Harvard Yard made a break. Now we come out with the next horse, White Tiger. I don't know what to expect. You know, I had a lot of people message me. Not a lot. One person, Johnny, messaged me and say he didn't race good. I thought, without a doubt, that was the best I've ever seen White Tiger in his whole life. Wasn't the fastest, wasn't the flashiest, certainly didn't win the most money. But from a driver's standpoint, today's mile from White Tiger was the best mile he's ever gone in his life. Now, gapped a bit, did his work better than he did last week, but finished up hard, but in the mile he felt comfortable. This is a horse now that is ready to go anywhere. Does he need to? I'm going to now, I had spoke to a trainer in Massachusetts for Joe's sake. I spoke to a trainer, or an affiliate of the trainer, I guess, a go-between of the trainer that said the horse could go there. I don't want to send White Tiger to Ontario, so let's just rip that up, throw it away. I don't want to send him to Ontario. They're going fast, and if we're just going to aim for a big track, I just as soon send the horse to Angie Coleman in Hawthorne if we're just aiming for a big track with not a lot of competition. Not to make any fun of Hawthorne, but it is a little watered down as opposed to Indiana or the Meadowlands or Mohawk. So Massachusetts is also a little easier. So I want to take a look at, really take a look and make a decision now what we're going to do with White Tiger. We can send him somewhere. Here's the thing. I want to send White Tiger. I said this a week ago. We just went over this. I want to send White Tiger where he's going to be able to be the most effective. I don't care where that is at all. So that's what my job will be over the next 24 hours is to figure that out and put in place a plan to get the horse there. I know a lot of people are going to say, well, excuse me, I might be a little bit tired. A lot of people are going to say, well, didn't you do that last week? You're kind of in a state of flux with this horse. I mean, I don't like the way he raced last week, but he's coming off of a break. And I didn't know what he'd do today. I didn't know how good White Tiger would be today. So I wanted to race him. Got him raced. Horse raced great. I thought he was fantastic. Now we'll go from there. So that's where we're at with White Tiger. Enough about him. 28-1 on the end of it, a mile 54-4. It's a pretty good mile for that horse. He raced well. He did his work great. Very happy with White Tiger. Next out of the blocks was Compass Rose DC. That was a stupid drive by me on Compass Rose DC. You know, a good horse will always bail out a bad driver, and I drove that horse bad today. You know, you can't force things on the track. And when you go and force, I wanted to push through. I didn't think Dave Palone's horse could leave that much. I knew the horse on the rail could. But if the Lovely Hall bounced out of the wings, I wanted to go out of there with her. I thought the 6-horse would go out of there a little more. He retreated right away. Now, I had my sights set on the 3-hole. I didn't want to be first over. If I got away third, I could at least sit and wait. If I got away fourth, I'm in a tough spot, right? I couldn't get in the 3-hole. So I had to grab a hold of her quick and drop her in the 4-hole. Got her in the 4-hole. Was able to slip out around the last turn, close up, second beat a half length. Now, what happens if I just dropped the horse in the 4-hole leaving the gate? What would have happened then? So stupid. It was just a bad drive by me, and Compass Rose almost bailed me out. Second, last quarter, 29 and 3 a mile, and 54 and 4. She raced great. Love this mare. Then we come up with the big bomber. 1 to 9 going on the track with a 2-year-old and a mixed group of 2 and 3-year-olds, fillies and colts, I think. Pretty sure. Just one of those things where at no point in the post parade, behind the gate, in the mile, no matter what happened, I didn't think she could lose. And that isn't arrogance. Arrogance is saying that a week out like an idiot like Jazzy Judy. That's arrogance. This was in the heat of battle. This was in the race. I just felt there was no way I could lose. With young trotters and maidens, it was too sloppy. There was no way I couldn't maneuver. Nobody was going to get away on me. It was just, I couldn't lose in my mind. And I wasn't coming first over with her. I had James screaming in my ear, "Don't you dare, don't move her." I knew we were walking over to the half, but it didn't matter. I didn't care. Horse came first over hard. I just slid out onto his back. As soon as I put her into gear, it was gone. She was only in gear for 5 pylons. As soon as I cleared to the front, I said, everybody else is done. I just let her coast down the lane. 7-length winner, 58 last quarter, 28 and 2, and she was incredibly good. Very, very, very nice filly. So Bomb Hugger was very good. Then we had Mama Knows Best. Now, behind the gate, the kid, Jeremy Inhofe, on the rail made a break, and I don't know whether he got out into the 10 on purpose. I would have done that back in the old days. Regardless if he did or he didn't, he caused a recall, and Mama was pretty wound up, and I was really worried. Now, remember I told you how quiet she is now? She's not frothing up the way she used to. Now she's in a full-on froth. She looked like I did if she was a human after the first 3 races last night in Northfield, after the day we were having. That's what she looked like. Full-on froth. There's not much I can do now. I got her up to the fence. I tried to walk her and keep her quiet. But, you know, not only is it a detriment to my horse, but others also. You saw what happened to the 3-horse in the first turn. Exploded. I was letting him remove easy. I didn't care. I was happy to sit behind him. I could see what took place. Brady Brown at 6-5 or 2-1, whatever he was getting in behind us. Mike Wilder's going to loop to the front with the favorite or second favorite. Brady's going to have to come at some point. Those guys are going to battle. Mama's going to get them if she's got enough steam. It's working out great. Mike goes on the run. Now I got the favorite in on my bumper. And Mama's, you know, for what it's worth, was tough. Race tough. You know, when the 3-horse fell apart in the last turn again, I got the 8 right behind me. I'm thinking I'm gonna try and get a jump on him, see if I can out-sprint him, and no, that's not gonna happen. He caught up and went by me. Good horse. I don't know what the name of it was, but it raced good. Mama Knows Best raced huge. 56 and 1 last quarter, 29 and 3. Everybody raced great today. Harvard Yard needs a little work. No big deal. It's a nice filly though. Pretty thing. White Tiger, as I said, I was thoroughly impressed. 4th, it's pretty hard to be too impressed with a 4th coming off a break with a horse that you could swear should be in the open. But he was impressive today. I was happy with him. As I said, mechanically, the best race he's ever gone in his life. I said to Tim pulling up, it was not his fastest mile or his most lucrative day, but was the best line of his life today, trotting. So that was good. Bomb Hugger was incredibly good. Very, very happy with Bomb Hugger. Very happy with Mama. Very happy with Compass. Just a good day in Pennsylvania. So now I'm driving. I'm on my way to race our girl of Tom tonight at Scioto. How's she going to ship 2 hours in the heat? We'll find out. We'll find out tonight. And then, as I said, I'm going to drive a horse in race 11 for my buddy Brent Hopper. Happy to. Gonna get a chance to check in and see Alan Swain for the first time this year in person. Haven't seen him in a while. He's a good guy. So, heading down to Columbus. My first trip to Columbus this year is tonight. What else do we got going on? We got some horses racing at Mohawk. What is it, Thursday? Some horses racing at Mohawk. Friday's going to be a good day also at Mohawk. And then Saturday, Hanover, Georgian, Mohawk, I think. Maybe not Mohawk, I don't know. But lots going on. So a good day. We're off to a good start here on Thursday, June 25th. Hopefully we have some good luck with our girl Av Tom tonight. Talk to you guys soon.